Hello, my name is Patricia Holmes and I'm your Photoshop instructor. Every time I say that, it gives me the copyright on this video. That's why I say it each time. But anyway, we are working through Chapter 8, and where we left off was we took our paths, we made a selection, we put the selection onto the background here. Now we're going to hide the spaceship. And what we want to do is we want to have our path panel out and our layer panel out. If you're following me, I am on page 217. So what we do want is we want this guide layer to show, and we are going to make a vector object to decorate our spaceship item. So make sure again the layers panel shows and the path panel is showing independently of it. Click the tool panel and make sure the pen tool is selected. So here's the pen tool. And then this time we are going to choose shape right up here. And then we're going to drag a path around this area. And we're essentially creating what the author is calling like a kidney-shaped vector. So before we do anything else, let's go ahead and get going on that. So I'm going to come over here, I'm going to press the A, and you're going to see the path area automatically created a layer. So I pressed A, and now I anchored it, I'm going to come over here to B, I'm going to let go, I'm going to press C, I'm going to go towards the D, then I'm going to press E, and I'm going to keep doing this. I am going to quickly create a kidney shape, and you know, it may not be as great as yours because I'm trying really hard to speed things up here. I'm just going to quickly produce it. Woohoo. And I'm glad I gave you I'm glad I gave you the warning on this before I even began. I'm just going to expand this out a little bit on my own here. Okay, so once we're done creating our kidney shape, I want you to name this path. We're going to name it Retro Shape Path. We're going to click OK, and we're going to deselect out of it. And we can hide the retro shape guide in the layer panel because we're done with it. So I'm going to blind that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to change the color of the shape to blue. So make sure the retro shape layer is selected in the layers panel. So let's name this. This is it. Let's name it retro. Okay, and we are going to select the pen tool. If it's not already selected, it's still selected over here. And in the option bar, we are going to choose a light blue. So let's come over here to the fill color, and let's choose a light blue, and hit OK. Okay, if you're following me, I am on page 220. The next part of this is going to be a bit tricky, so if it doesn't work for you, you're going to have to go back and go line by line on page 220. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a cutout. We're going to do a cutout of this vector that we just created by using a guide. So in the layers panel, show the star guide layer, which I just did, but leave the retro shape layer selected. So I just showed it. I'm going to come back to retro. In the paths panel, select the retro shape path. So in the paths panel, we're going to come over here, we're going to choose this path, and then in the tools panel, we're going to select the polygonal tool. So I already have it selected down here, and hidden under the rectangle tool is where this polygonal path is. So you're going to type in for sides 11. You're going to click this icon here, choose star, choose indent by 50%, and then we're going to click on the orange dot. And by the way, from the path panel operation pop-up menu, we want to choose subtract. front shape. So this is important. You got to get this step done. Subtract front shape. Okay, before we do anything else. And then we have the rest of the settings already done. So click on the orange dot in the center of the orange circle right here. And when you click on it, drag outward until the tips of the star rays touch the circle perimeter. So click and drag till the tips of the stars touch the outer perimeter. Let go. Then in the Layers panel, hide the star guide. So we're going to come over here to Star Guide. I'm going to hide that layer. And then we're going to click the area beneath the Path panel to deselect it. So we're going to come over here. We're going to pick the panel to deselect it. So what we just did, guys, is we subtracted part of this blue kidney vector that we made in the form of a star. So you should be able to see through the vector and look at the sky. Okay? So and then in the Layers panel, we're going to reduce the opacity down to 40%. So come over here, you can type in 40, and you'll see a real light blue. That's what the author is asking us to do. Okay, so at this point, we're going to save, and we're going to continue on to the next video. Thanks for listening.